Hey, thank you, thank you. Glenn Davis from Lenexa, Kansas, and today we're going to do the saxophone solo for Mr. Postman, except I'm going to be playing it on guitar, and then I'll give you a lesson, bring the camera close up and show you how to do it. So let's get started on that right away so you can hear what it initially sounds like. Oh, by the way, before we get started, let me tell you a funny story. I was on Facebook this morning, and there was this company, I think they're called Nibble, and they're trying to sell an app for your phone. And what this app does, it asks you questions on philosophy, mathematics, histories, I guess social studies. And by answering these questions, they tell you you'll become the smartest person in the room. And I was reading that, I really got a kick out of it. I thought it was pretty funny, because my personal goal has not been the smartest person in the room. My goal has always to try not to be the dumbest person in the room. And for me, that's really a high bar to set it. Okay, let's get started here. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, Mr. Postman. Mr. Postman, look and see. Is there a letter in your bag for me? I've been waiting such a long time to get a letter from that girlfriend of mine. Great, thank you. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pull the camera up closer where you can see the fretboard, and I'll show you how to play that song. Okay, can you see the fretboard better? Of course, the chords we were playing was A, G flat minor, a D, as in David, and an E. And we're going to go over, it's really kind of like two licks over each chord. So let's look at the first one. It actually starts right at the end of the E before we go into the A, and it goes those three notes on the B string between the 5th and 7th fret. And then when the song hits its first A, you hit an A note right here, so it's... And then what's next, right as you would make an A chord in this position, this finger comes up to the G string on the 6th fret, then this one comes up on the D string to the 7th fret, then it gets hit again and it slides, then back, and then up to the D string. Whoops, hold it right there, time out. I don't mean the D string, I meant to say the A string. You could see that. Anyway, I know this is probably a surprise to you that I use video editing software. Based on the quality of my videos, most people don't think I have any editing software, but I do. Back to the video. So that's the first lick over the two beats of the A. It goes, and that's the end of it. And the second half starts down here after the... You hit the D string, it's an A note on the 7th fret, it goes, and then a hammer on between the 4th and 6th on the G, another hammer 1 fret up on the B string, and then an A note. So it's those two licks, they're played close together right over the first A. So it's a... Now, next we get down to the G flat minor, and over there, sometimes I slide into this note, sometimes I just hit it. So, that would be on the G string, and we go to the B, to the D string, to the G string again. So that's the whole lick there. It's, I'll try and put those two together now. See. Okay, now we move up to a D, and there, where we start on the 4th fret, hold both the D and the G string down and go. And then on the D string, and on the G string we hit on the here, and we're going to get 3 notes out of it with hitting it once. It's so just like that. Now your little finger's in place right over the B string, so just hold it down. And you hit that next on the B string on the 7th, and then back to the A note. Then up to the 10th fret on the E string. And then 2 notes on the 7th fret, the B and the G strings. So what that looks like is so that's what we do over the D string. Put all 3 of them together. And the last one you just slide up or move up to the 10th fret on the B and E string and goes. Then to the G string. Now the next part's a little fast. It's you hit these 3 notes, but you only hit the string once. And then hit this one again, and then a hammer on and a hammer off. So it's got that? That's a little fast. And then it's the 6 notes. It starts on a G string and goes. And I say it's a little fast, but you practice it with your loop pedal. It's not too hard. So the whole thing together, then the whole entire saxophone solo is. Well, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. It might take you a little while to get used to it, but it's a real useful one because it's over that 1, 6, 4, 5, a real common progression, so you can use those licks over those chords at any time. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Have a nice day and be nice to everybody.